Talk briefly about excuses. I think it's the number one crippling thing for any person in the world, whether it's for your job, your relationship, your friendships, anything that you do. The minute you start to make an excuse for it, the minute you're going to fail. See, I'm a firm believer that excuses are the crutches of a crippled mind. And let that sink in. Excuses are the crutches of a crippled mind. See, when we're weak up here, excuses become easy. And the reason they become easy is because they justify our actions. Look, your last job you left, and you're going to tell everybody, oh, that they didn't pay me well enough, they didn't do what I was supposed to do, they didn't fulfill their promises. Look, I'll be the first one to tell you horse shit. The bottom line is you probably didn't get the job done that you were supposed to get done. You probably didn't put in the effort that you said you were going to put in every day. You probably didn't get there early, stay late, and do whatever was necessary for you to become successful at that job. Now, if you did, you're that 1%. But I guarantee you 90 to 99% of us, we make excuses on why we failed because it's easier to say it was their fault, not my fault. Total responsibility means you don't make excuses. Look, I don't care if it's your last relationship. Go through your last relationship. Oh, he or she was this, he or she was that. Look, the bottom line is you didn't put enough effort into it. You didn't put enough love. You didn't put enough caring. You didn't put enough discipline into that relationship to make it work. Same thing with friendships. Oh, we just lost touch. But your phone's not broken. Pick it up and make a call. Come on, people. Excuses are the crutches of a crippled mind. When we make excuses, we accept failure. Now listen to that. When we make excuses, we accept failure. And failure is not an option for some people. I know it's no longer an option for me. I no longer am going to accept being average and ordinary. I'm not going to let the excuses say, well, it was just a bad week. Well, we didn't have enough of this or we didn't have enough of that. It's bullshit. Demand more of yourself. Don't let yourself make excuses. You want to get better? You want a better job? You want a better relationship? You want a better friendship? You want better people around you? Then make no excuses for anybody. See, those that are around you that don't want to feed their mind, those that are around you that don't believe in positive material, those that are around you aren't there to push you up, aren't there when you wake up in the morning to push you a little bit harder, aren't there at your job to push you a little bit farther, aren't there in your friendship to push you a little bit stronger. Get rid of them. Bottom line, you make the excuse to allow them in your life because then when you fail, it's okay. See, it's easier to make an excuse and blame everybody else than it is to take full responsibility. Look, I've been there. I blamed everybody around me. I blamed everything that was involved in my life. I looked for everything that was wrong, and guess what? I found it. And I found it because I said excuses are okay. Excuses allow you to find what's wrong. See, people that don't make excuses, they're solution-minded people. They're not problem-conscious. They're solution-minded. They go after it. They figure out what's right about this. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. They don't allow an excuse to be the reason that they can fail. See, all excuses mean is that you don't want it bad enough. Now let that sink into you, folks. Think about that relationship. Think about that job. Think about that friendship. You just didn't want it bad enough. That's all. And that's okay. Because now here's what's going to happen. The next one you get into, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over. Until you eliminate excuses out of your life, you will never eliminate failure. Now, you're never going to completely eliminate failure. We're all going to fail. We're all going to stumble. But it's the man that picks himself up, dusts himself off, and says, you know what? My fault. I'll fix it. Doesn't make an excuse why it happened to him. Doesn't make an excuse why it happened to her. They just get their ass up, and they get back at it, and they give it 110% every day until they fix what was wrong.